The Ottaway has several regions in itself. It has a mountainous area and a farming area. Several lines were built to serve the farming areas, and one of those lines was the Timboon line. And in today's video, we will be covering the Timboon line's history, closure, rolling stock, services, where it is today, and will services resume. The township of Timboon began to grow gradually throughout the 1870s. Local John Walls of Camperdown campaigned hard for the line to be built. His argument was that the Railway League was looking to build a rail line through that district for over 22 years. Then he pulled a fine, I'll do it myself, and turned the first few sods in 1898. Two contractors were then signed onto the project to complete the colossal line of 30 kilometers. The contractors were Messrs. Buscombe and Chappell and Bell. The line was completed 3 years later, on the 5th of April, 1892, with 6 stations, excluding the terminus at Camperdown, part of the Port Ferry line, with stations at the large towns of Cobden and Timboon. It was built to broad gauge, just like the rest of Victoria's railways, and had one track. An extension of the line to Port Campbell was planned, but soon cancelled by Victorian Railways in 1916. The line was used to haul timber, dairy, and citrus, mainly limes, and also serve the Heytesbury Forest, while also having a passenger service for the local community. A siding was placed at Curdy's for lime trains. In 1933, passenger services ceased after low usage. This might be the first goods-only line in Victoria, which wasn't purpose-built as a goods line. However, passenger services were removed in 1967. However, passenger platforms were removed in 1967. In 1977, regular freight trains also ceased, only open to charter services. After 94 years of good service, the line was closed due to the Bland Report of '83, and was closed on the 8th of December 1986. The very next year, all signalling and infrastructure besides track was removed. In 1994, the Timboon Rail Trail Committee was established. In 2009, the rail trail was completed from Narrogin On Road to Timboon along the former railbed and across the fabled Curdy's Rail Trestle Bridge, restored and reopened for use in 2010. The rail trail will also be extended to Port Campbell, an extension which is about a century too late. The line would use any stock which is lighter than that of the K class. So anything from the K class, usually 186, to the older R class would be used. At the end of the line, pun intended, the Y, usually 157, 130, and 124, and T, usually 338, classes would be used. The RY and GY open wagons would also be used for timber and lime trains. In 1905, during the line's infancy, one return train ran every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. In 1928, before passenger trains ceased, services ran return every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. The complete opposite. Where is it today? Today, the rail line survives as the Timboon Rail Trail. The rail trail is made of gravel and can be traversed using any form of motive power, from prams to go-karts. If you need to get to the Camperdown town center, well, you're out of luck, and you're going to have to walk on public roads. The trail also links up with the 12 Apostles Trail and the Corbden Miniature Railway. Only one railway station remains out of the 6 built, and that is Timboon itself, which its goods shed survives today. However, some shelters and fun things have been built along the trail as well. The former goods shed also acts as the Timboon Town Distillery. Will services resume? Services will definitely not resume unless there is a massive population boom in that area. The line will definitely not be reopened. There are much better candidates for reopening lines, such as Mildura, and the population of both Timboon and Corbden may warrant a bus service, but definitely not a heavy rail service. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video about the Timboon line. If you have any suggestions on what line I should do next, then leave a comment below. If not, like and subscribe, and I'll see ya later. Toodaloo!